What up, beautiful people? So I'm just really tired of the narrative that if a woman has no friends, it's a red flag. She's a red flag. So I just wanted to come here and I wanted to talk about my unpopular opinion, but I hope this can help someone out who doesn't have any friends. It's not a red flag because, hello, we're living in an era now where most of your friends, they're the ones who be doing you the most shiestiest. You know, you have friends that be sleeping with your man. You have friends that they're quick to betray you, throw you under the bus. You have friends that they love to embarrass you in front of certain people. You know, you also have friends that they don't want the best for you, but they want the best from you, where they're around you because they're so opportunist. You know, they're around you because they want to copy your style, but they want to act like they're not heavily influenced by you. You know, you have friends that don't want to support you, but they want to be around there just in case when you win, they want to clout chase. And I know this is when a lot of people be like, oh, but you got to choose your friends wisely. Well, you could be friends with someone for 20, 15, 10 years, and you could finally realize that they were never even your friend to begin with. Just like when you marry or when you're in a relationship, you're married to someone for so many years. If you're a woman and you're married to a man, you could find out so many years later that your man was sleeping with his homeboy the whole time. Like, there's so much betrayal, there's so much more infidelity that happens years later, but you don't know until so many years have gone by. And it's the same with choosing your friends. I am a firm believer. The way you choose your friendships is the way you choose your relationships. Just because a woman does not have no friends, it does not necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. There's a lot of people that they love doing things by themselves. I'm one of those people. I love doing things on my own. I don't have to wait for anybody. I don't need outside noise, outside opinion, validation, approval. Like, I just truly love doing things alone because it's less drama, less headache, less stress. I have more of a peace of mind, you know. And sometimes it really depends where you at in your life. Like, if you're married and you have kids, or if you just have kids, you're always traveling, you got a busy job, like, you don't really have time for your friends because you don't even have time for yourself or for your kids. So we need to change the narrative. Like, just because she does not have any friends does not mean she's a red flag. Like, you cannot trust everybody out here. You know, it be the most people that is closest to you that does you wrong. You know, like, betrayal, it rarely comes from your enemies. It always comes from the people closest to you. Maybe some women, they just don't want to have friends by choice. Not because they can't have friends, but it is by choice. There is friendships that expired, and it does not mean that there's beef. It just means that the friendship had an expiration date. The friends outgrew each other. They're going to two different routes. But just because she doesn't have any friends, it doesn't mean that she's a red flag. It just means that she just enjoys doing things by herself and she does not need friends to make her happy. Some people that I know, they rather be with their family. If you come from a huge family, you got so much siblings, you don't really need any friends. You don't need to have any friends. If you want to have one friend or two friends, or you don't want to have no friends, that is perfectly fine. Or if you in a relationship, you're married, you got kids, not having friends is okay. I feel like it's a red flag, in my personal opinion, if a woman has so much friend groups, and out of all those friend groups, she keeps having beef, she keeps having a falling out with all those friend groups. Like, there's always some type of drama. She's always stirring the pot, or, you know, drama is always coming back to her. That's when I think it's a red flag. But if she's just outgrowing these friendships and there's no beef, there's no falling out, there's no drama, there's no fighting, you know, everybody is just moving on with their life peacefully, it's not a red flag. It just means that she outgrew those friendships. She outgrew that group. It's not meant for her anymore. It's not aligning with who she is anymore. It just depends where you at in your life. You know, there is friends for seasons. You're gonna have friends seasons when you're in college. You know, if you guys are all going for a certain major, that's gonna be your friends in college. But then maybe after college, you know, you choose not to do that anymore. Then you outgrow those friends, you know. Then you're gonna have friends from high school, and then you're gonna outgrow them because you're gonna find out they're gonna do you betrayal. And then life goes on, you know, especially when you're in a relationship. You don't wanna hang out with single woman who wants to be in the club anymore. But then again, if you're married and you have kids, you just want to focus on your family, your children. You don't always want to be out and about with your friends. You want to be with your family. So it does not mean that it's a bad thing. You know, and it's always women that chooses not to have a big friend group that always accomplish their goals. They're always getting to their bag. You know, they're always focusing on their growth. They're always accomplishing their dreams. They're the ones who are growing. They're the ones who are, they're elevating. They're molding into the woman that they're meant to be. They're stepping into their feminine energy. They're becoming so much stronger. They're the ones who's having a relationship with God. And it's not because they're having fallout with friends. It's because they're choosing to just having that time alone. And y'all also gotta understand, maybe if a woman don't have any friends, maybe she's at a season, she just wants to be alone. She just wants to rock out by herself, getting to know herself. She wants to embrace her solitude. But there's just this narrative that it's a red flag, it's a deal breaker. And no, not for every woman. Some of us women just really love being in our own solitude. We just love to be alone. We love to get to know ourselves. We like to challenge ourselves. You know, we like to be busy. We don't want to be distracted. We don't want to be around negative energy. We don't want to be around bitter Bettys, but we also don't want to be around chismosas. We don't want to be around females that all they love to do is gossip. It's not that she's a red flag. It's just that maybe that she's witnessed, maybe that what she's been around, maybe what she invested her time into was a red flag. But it's not that she's a red flag. Maybe she just grew. Maybe she just elevated. Maybe she's just at a different place in her life. And you know, until you get to that season, then you're gonna understand. But it's not a red flag. I feel like so many people are quick to say, oh, but that's a deal breaker. No, because most of the people that be saying that, look at their circle of friends. You know, there's always someone jealous. There's always someone hating. There's always someone not trying to show up for them. There's always someone not trying to clap for them. You know what I mean? So you got to really choose your circle wisely and not be so quick to call everybody your friend, because everybody is not your friend. And that's just my thoughts on that. And if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back for more videos.